I think this is it's gonna be a lot closer than I think people think it could be, but I still think that it's gonna be an uphill battle for them.
I think the other thing to keep in mind is
Alright, Sentinels on attack, 100 Thieves on defense, and
the proficiency that they had on it was
well, that's two.
exposed. Maybe isn't the right word, but they certainly lost more maps than I think people expected them to. So with 100 Thieves having the ability to prep whatever they want, right, to watch all of that film for the entire tournament, I can totally see a situation, a world where 100 Thieves are really confident they feel prepared heading into this map.
Now what?
Yeah, as they should, and you know, even off the last map, you know, they played very well, and I think that, you know, that's a testament to how much work they've put in.
I wonder though too,
And then push towards middle to make sure that they're. I mean, this is nice. The pinch over towards vents
from A main into the vent
is a good
area.
default so far.
No idea.
Slow controlled default. Frenzy close. Damn, gets the reload off as well. Nicely done from Bang.
Bang over the top, helping him out and bailing him. Dude, this contact approach that they've had around the entire map.
That was a nice bait back as well. 3v5 into.
This time he used punish for it. Lucio not able to land the shots.
Oh.
And now second going hunting, daring to challenge.
What a great nade.
I mean, it was perfect.
An instant reposition as well. Got a little bit of healing as ran by.
100 Thieves to retake the space, find a little bit of room to work.
He does have satchels to get out of here.
Oh, he's gonna tries to get on top.
And Cryo deals with the flank on Heaven as well. Nicely done for 100 Thieves. That's their first pistol, right? 2-1 altogether.
Really for 100 Thieves when I saw
on this map.
Contact all the way up A main and go into vent.
Yeah.
Had anyone actually been there, they would have lost the round guaranteed. But their pistol was good. It was a heavy male setup. And just pretty passive on the A, just, you know, playing towards that CT area of the map, giving all of that heaven space.
You know, I think another conversation, as I want to call back to Icebox one more time, because one of the big parts of the success that 100 Thieves found was Cryo just went nuts, right? Yeah. He almost went double positive, if I'm not mistaken, on Jet.
Yeah.
It's hard to deliver that same performance on an agent like Astra.
Unless you're Demon 1, yeah.
Okay, full eco.
It's a very valid point.
The weird,
Asuna's gonna need to step up big as well on this
bonus.
raise.
Wow, weird anti-eco.
And we've seen him do it time and time again. We know he's comfortable on the character. Is he ready for Sentinels though? And again, this A contact from Sen.
Yeah, and they head over towards the site where there's not the best guns.
Right there. Boosty dealing a little bit of damage.
Should be bombed down here. For free.
Right there. And if that's all that plays out, I think for Sentinels you get a decent situation. Any gun that you can drop feels like a win. They didn't invest very much. 100 Thieves did into the round. Asuna pushing forward, dropping John QT.
What?
Not able to find anything with it.
How's he alive on this one? And they're going to give him the defuse, so he's one away. So if they wanted to go aggro over towards B and use the ult and try and snowball, they could. Or they save it for the buy round after the bonus.
Willing to give up
So multiple options for sure.
Not push it, not rush it. Use their
Delay the defuse to pick up the extra gun as well. So very nicely done.
For these retakes, you have Fade Prowlers, you have the you have Boostio with the wingman to defuse the bomb, or a Molly to clear out hell. It's a lot of utility with this composition.
Lots of tools at their disposal.
Yeah, and that's why you're seeing Sen already do this game plan of let's contact, because they understand that if they make a lot of noise and presence, they could easily run into a tether nade or a gecko flash play. You know, it's tough when you play against all this utility, but
that's a really good point.
A good way to outplay it is by just walking into the space, not making it obvious that you're there.
Okay, so a similar thing. Roman Flash goes in.
Point away from Showstopper.
This is aggressive.
They get close enough to see the. Whoa.
1 for 1.
He's got his ult.
Ah, sure. Wow.
The fact that you have the ult round 3 suggests that
the gun upgrade behind, so I might just get the gun.
Right? Go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
Try to steal a cheeky round if you can.
When we spoke about how important the bonus is in the last map for Sentinels, this would be everything. This would be a great start to the half for 100 Thieves if they can win this round. Maybe get one more kill and
Kaido goes towards Heaven. Need to make sure that no one goes close. Do they want to do anything behind it?
Be behind the dog. Has to drop the nade.
Yeah, and I don't
Flash
think
to make
Sentinels
sure that there's
want to hit this
100%
site
no
with the
person
raise.
holding Heaven.
If I was a Suna, I'd probably already be leaning once I made presence
and
on this A side
three-person
and just go to B already.
Walk push to go clear it.
Of this right here.
Gonna get a lot
They
of
clear the
reward
question
there.
mark very early on. Now
Remember,
they
it
can
is
two-person
just Cryo
push
who's B.
fence.
The A main clear was a little bit too late. Not going to be here in time, but if Cryo can survive for long enough,
Cryo's going to take a risk.
Rocket can come in.
I think he had to go A main there with the numbers heard.
Very interesting.
Ambitious.
Ambitious, yeah, to say the least.
I got you. Spike planted.
And he gets punished for the ambition. Sentinels with site control, with the spike planted, with a gun advantage, with a numbers advantage.
It's tough, you know, maybe he thought that someone was in B main,
Yes.
Enemy remaining.
but this is just, yeah.
Yeah. This
Yeah, I
is
mean, after
getting
that kill,
cleaned
it
up.
just, it all goes wrong, basically.
Austin is the only one left. Looks like he's going to carry the ult into the next. Maybe find another with the Guardian, but can't. Sentinels are
Hey,
on the board. They punch
3
back.
armory buys and 1 gun.
The one
Not,
benefit here is, again, as
not
we
the
think
best.
about
Could
how
have
the
been a lot
finances
better.
have played
Yeah,
out
I
at
think
the
even if he
beginning,
thinks there's one in B
100
main, he's
Thieves
still going to take the
have plenty to work
1v1.
with here.
We don't know how
Yeah, they
good the
do.
sound was in terms of how
think they
many he
had a really
heard,
good chance
but
of winning this round.
I think so, too.
Had Cryo not made that small mistake, and that's what you see when you
Yep.
make tiny mistakes like that against a team of the caliber of Sentinels, who are like champions right now, the best team in the world right now.
Yeah.
They're gonna take advantage of that completely. So what ended up being a very winnable round for 100 Thieves that would have put them far ahead. Sentinels just steal it from them.
probably double Razor on this one.
A lot
Did he
of
get punished for taking this orb?
A main pressure from Sen in all of these rounds, but this time the lurk up B.
Holy hell, what a
Cryo
savior. And they
dialed in.
carry on going aggro though. Lovely trade from
Also
Tens. They
try
wanted
finding a
more.
timing.
Very ambitious there to peek after that first kill. Maybe just getting that one and getting out. Playing the 5v4 would have been
Yeah, I
nice.
mean, they're showing a lot of confidence. It's not paying off.
I
but
also think, as much as we've talked about Sentinels and their contacting through most of the map, I think we're starting to see some adjustments on how
Yeah.
Thieves are using their utility to sniff that stuff out. Right? Like, as soon as the cages
Oh
go up,
my
you use
God.
dogs to clear out A main, to
Yeah.
confirm there may be somebody
the
there.
gauntlet, it's still got
And I
the
think
stun
because
off.
of that, they're able to rotate much earlier than they would otherwise.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and over rotate goes
Such
in
a
over
good call
towards
from
A, but
John.
they also clear out the information
But
early.
Thieves might beat them there.
And
Yeah,
they
it's a
might
foot
for
race.
sure
Right there.
beat them, but
It's
all
a
of
foot
this
race,
has
I
been a
don't know if
question
they're
mark the
gonna
whole
win it.
time.
Yeah,
Like
they
even
didn't do
B's a
anything to
question mark.
actually keep
Even
from making
Spawn.
players on that A site.
Because they left
Oh,
it
but they're
so early.
second-guessing themselves again.
Yeah.
Second ult invested.
There is 4
No
people
one on
here
the site. How
early.
far up does he push?
Don't have the
You
best
imagine as
utils
soon
go
as you clear
through
the
this.
site,
Asuna has
wow,
his
I
ult.
thought he'd be a little bit more aggressive with it. As soon as it fires,
Whoa, he gets
Second one,
both.
two, bang with the
There is a
counter.
trade.
And now the 2 remaining members of 100 Thieves have so much
Yeah,
space.
and he heard him go to the left, but he thought he was close left, but not behind the
And
box.
for a second
That was
there, it looked
wild
like
from
Second was
Second.
alone, but
I
he
don't-
wasn't.
don't know
He
how he
had the
gets
support
two.
of Tyson there.
He's just
Pushing
so fast
CT
with his
together at
aim.
the perfect timing.
A tandem that was so effective on the international stage, finding success here on Split.
And
Why did
again,
they
a
swing
little bit of an
further when the
ambitious
Dizzy
peek from
didn't
Cryo,
hit
who
anyone?
Actually supported.
One enemy remaining.
They
boosted
wanna
him
pick it
perfectly
up.
there, got the one up, but then he decides to go for more
I
off of
guess.
that Gecko flash. So, you know, Cryo's been popping off, but I think he's overheating a little bit in some of these rounds, and it's punishing them. I don't blame him, you know, you had such a great map.
Yeah.
You feel like you were aimbotting everybody.
Yeah, they want to
The
pick up the
hand's hot, he
Dizzy
keeps
desk
shooting,
for
but-
sure. They committed like
It's been a
this.
tough start for him. Boostio
And for
took
the
a
rest of the round, you want to keep
considerable
it.
amount of damage
Probably
there.
smoke, but
And Sentinels right now just trying to get early mid info. This is one of the first rounds that they've defaulted 3 players here. Just trying to get info on where the stack could be from the defending side, not trying to get ecoed like they did.
holy hell, it's a lot of
But as I
util.
say
Everyone
that-
ate this flash as well.
Yeah, the problem is the
Great
stack is
flash.
here.
The stack is indeed here.
Yeah, dude, did it hit the other 2 at the back as well? I think this is a really
They
good
brought it
omen
back,
flash.
and
While
that
the
allows
madness is going on over
John to get all
towards
this free real
A.
estate on
Yeah,
A
John
round.
takes
I
so
wonder
much
here
map
if they fight
control.
to control
Omen
some of these
ult
weapons,
clears
or
A
they
as well,
realize they've got the
and
site
John has the
and they
rotates
wanna
cut
take this
off.
straight up.
Guns bottom middle to
John's
pick
got
up.
Such a good spot here.
Get
Yeah,
picked
EU
up. If Cryo gets a kill, he
EU
gets his
Cryo,
ult.
Both upgraded weapons, so they have rifles to attempt this.
And light armor on EU. He has to be the difference
Spike
maker here.
planted.
John QT, the first degree, gets 2.
And John did great. That
Not
is
able to land the
Astra
third.
ult, but you're only using this if you
Cryo
kill
left
one.
alone.
Lovely position from Tens.
First map succumbs to
Great run
Tens.
from John as well, just taking so much map control as they realized the stack was there.
I mean, nevertheless, that was a great eco round from 100 Thieves.
That's also true.
Yeah, I think that Sentinels was trying to fish out to see if it was a mid-fight. And 100 Thieves played it so well. They tucked the entire time and then just took a timing peek with the flashes and everything with the nade.
They lured them in until there was
Here's
no
a lovely
exit.
flash
There was
from
no
Tens.
chance to get away.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good timing there from 100 Thieves. But heads up play from John to like understand like, oh, this is a heavy mid fight. I can take all the space. And with that, he got 2, being all the way pushed up.
Yep.
And you know, 100 Thieves is aware that, you know, they understand, okay, the Cypher probably took space somewhere, but where, you know? That's why you saw the Dizzy go and try to clear out screen area. John just pushed all the way up there in A-Heaven. Early timeout from 100 Thieves, not wanting this to slip away from their grasp.
I feel like when you see an early timeout like this, does it feel like, in your opinion, is that often when there's like something fundamentally wrong in how they've approached it? And it's like something, okay, we need to adjust this, because I would think it's not as much of a mental thing at this early in the stage of the map.
I think it's a double whammy. I think also you want to like ice the other team, and they want to ice Sentinels. Sentinels have looked hot in the last 2 rounds.
Sure.
It hasn't even really been that competitive.
Sure.
Yeah, the buy runs have been great.
But yeah, let's see what
Not
100
wrong.
Thieves cooked up going into this gun round.
Gonna be an eco after this. Razor, Astra
And yeah, this
ult,
is the adaptation. They're putting
Seekers,
Asuna
and
EU
I mean
here with the
Zoltis
nade
is too
tether
far away
combo.
from his ult for
Trying
this
to see if
round.
there's any early aggression here.
I also think it's worth mentioning Asuna's been holding on to this ult for a little while, and yeah, he hasn't necessarily had the greatest opportunities to use it, but start to feel some of the diminishing returns of having it so early.
And you see
Good
all
amount of
this
util
utility
use.
being
Sentinels
used
should be
from
pretty
100
happy with
Thieves
that.
because of how Sentinels have walked in to A ramp for the last, I don't know how many rounds. Even last round, John walked all the way up, so they're trying to punish this. But Sen is 1 step ahead. And John's only job here is to keep them
Yeah,
here.
look how early they're using all this
That's all he
util.
has to do.
Haven't had to do too much, and they're getting so much out of them.
That should
Double
be a
mollies
key
out,
for
huge win. Prowler
100
out at
Thieves to
Heaven,
understand
Boombot,
that
double Prowler now.
the majority
This is
not
such a
towards
big
A
win
right
for
now.
Sentinels.
did
Haven't
not
really
go
done
far
too
enough.
much, and they got all the
So
util out
John
of them.
may find a timing here
And
late
John
in the
still
round.
is
I've got
potentially
Meanwhile,
going to
the
have a
rest of
solid
Sentinels are
luck
leaning
and good
towards B.
timing on
Seekers
here.
invested to flash out top.
Seekers
Sen
goes
pushing
in,
forward.
Cryo is so
He
wrecked.
kept apart
pillar.
from his team by the molly. There it is, Asuna finally pulling the trigger on that. EU joining in.
And these
You
two,
gotta keep an eye on the timing. That late flank from John could be
yeah,
everything, but
and they're
by
gonna
the time
be
he
looking
shows
and
up,
be
the
like,
round
well,
is
it's
lost.
John.
And they should know.
So they should know that he's
Yeah.
probably, you would think he's
He
Heaven,
may
that's the
still be able
issue.
to pull this off, though. He's healthy. And it's John QT.
Oh, but Bing is
Yeah, they
dialed
get
in
each
this
other's back
angle.
on this.
It's basically a crossfire.
It's a brutal thing to have
Okay,
to
nicely
clear,
done. They
yeah.
managed to get hit a lot of good
No
shots
real
on
advantage,
site.
no
You hit
way
a
to
really
pull that
important
thing
kill
off.
over towards spawn as well.
Bang cleans him up.
I
We're
still
tied to
think
3.
Sentinels did a great job
And
on
this
this
time,
round.
Zakin getting a little too aggressive.
It was
there in the
just,
CT
I mean, who
area.
got the kills
He did
there?
a great wrap on pillar. But he got punished by EU.
one enemy
I just
Yeah, I
didn't
mean, Asuna,
buy
EU, and
enough
Bang.
time for John to get value with that flank. And now I'm wondering in the future, maybe they throw a fake on the other side and come back to John in the future. That's what I'm thinking.
Can I get a drop?
Sen is a team that likes to adapt on the fly very quickly. That's why they're so impressive to play against.
I mean,
this
they're-
time.
Zacking went a bit too aggro.
They're not comfortable giving up
It's
the
like-
space anymore. Space that's been free.
The problem is
real
if you clip his
estate
wings,
up until this
right?
point.
You know that
Yeah,
round where he
protocols.
pushed over towards here and got the double
The
kill
molly
that
out
wins
from
them the
Bang
round?
with
He's
the
not doing
orb
that
to delay the
stuff.
speed up
If you clip his
into B
wings.
heaven.
So it's like,
Just fundamentally
it's
correct
like you
right
win
now.
some, lose
That
some, and I think he
forces
wins
Sentinels
more
to
than he
have to reset.
loses. Just let it happen.
And it looks like they're going to re-clear this A space.
And the question is, I think, do they contact their way to clearing out this space that they've had for free the entire half, or do they have to invest utility that they would be using otherwise to get onto A proper? Contact has been the name of the game for them, and it seems like that's what's going to be happening here.
Oh, they didn't shoot. I
Asuna.
still don't think Asuna saw him, but EU gets the
Oh,
one up.
good wide swing. Whoa, good wide swing. Nice
The
shots.
trap was
Nice shots from
perfect. That
both
was
of them. And this
beautiful.
was a buy,
EU and
right?
Asuna combining to
Got
maybe rip
annihilated.
Sentinels to shreds
Their
there.
first convincing buy round.
That was really good chemistry.
I mean, really convincing,
two
right? They
young
took
guns.
one shot, that's it. I was over towards some
No
kind of
utility
spam
even
at
needed
B.
to be used there too.
Musician, how
Just
we doing,
peeking
mate?
off
Good to
one
see you.
another.
Thank you for the 15 months.
Poor Jordan. He was on the other side of the map.
Yeah, forced to just sit and
Couldn't
watch.
do anything.
He was one away from ult. We'll see if
Thank
he
you.
gets a fight.
Appreciate
There's
you,
still
man.
plenty
Good
of
to see
time
you,
for it to
man.
play out.
Bike ride. Man, it's
Yeah,
been a while
but
since
I
I've
think-
done that.
You know,
10
to think about
seconds
how that
left.
round closed out again is this approach from Sentinels that's been heavy contact, heavy, you know, try to feel out the map without investing utility, without revealing position. Proved to be the difference maker there, of course. As the fight happens, the banner goes up.
Yeah,
Gets
bro.
his
Why
ult,
is it
though.
always right in front of
survives.
us? Every time we want it to not be.
Yeah, it was a really nice macro round from 100 Thieves. They took early A space, pushed John all the way
That's
back
actually
into
true.
spawn, denied the speed up to be heaven, and then Asuna and EU stayed, understanding that they're probably going to contact back in and re-clear the A space. And Asuna, I was speaking about his raise. Look at him. He's 10-4 right now.
Honestly, not wrong. Not wrong
it's
with
not
that.
like he's doing
Okay,
anything
four
too crazy.
four
He's not
ults on
going for
defense.
flat
Second,
plays.
one away
In
from
that
another
round, he was
ult.
just jump spotting
Insta.
to bait for EU to get a free kill.
Insta ult at middle.
And then
Good amount of spam, just
So
trying to
he's
get
playing
someone
it
over
really
here.
smart right
Prowler used over towards heaven to clear it.
Back
A
to a
info.
1-3-1 approach for Sentinels.
Here.
This time they have to stare at the green goo that's obfuscating their view.
Oh, they're going for this.
Thing is, if they can find some space with the dog that's big, they're gonna try to chase on it.
Nicely done from Bang. Yeah,
With the
back
shorty
up.
greets Zekin.
EU got spammed.
You got
Evan?
Austin, who's up really far into the pit
I
too.
think John nearly won a duel over
Yeah, that's
towards A
support.
here.
Like I said, he's not trying to make any crazy plays. He's just there.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
doing everything. Team play. Letting the game come to him almost.
First cage goes up,
And
and that's
here's a
huge.
lot on
Lucio,
this.
That's his ult. And you've got EU who's helping over the top, but they managed to get past it
Nicely
anyway.
done from Sassy.
with a dizzy in his
Is this
face,
his
lands the
round?
shots onto Bustio.
That was a massive
Gravity
kill.
keeps
Viper
grounded,
ult
keep
goes
an eye on
in.
tens.
Viper smoke
In a
towards
really good
spawn.
position here.
Ends in an incredible
Meanwhile, the rest of the
position.
site
EU
is
low,
left
but
up
has
in
his
fight with
ult.
the pit invested.
Fade ult hits
That's a
two.
really big ult to try to
Whoa,
counter
with
it.
the nades.
But
Man, that
Tens is
comboed
timing
so
here. Quick
well.
play spoiler. The only one close by is going to be Cryo. Bang falls. Tens
Look at
falls.
Celsius. He's so on top
And
of
he gets
this.
dropped by Cryo. Cryo's left
Ping
in the
comes
1v2.
in
He
and the
still has to
instant
deal with the
reposition
pit.
from Celsius as well. Lovely round.
This is a big ask out of the star. Can he deliver
And
in
he could
this
have
moment?
could have gone anywhere.
Celsius
Great round
with
from
three,
Celsius,
we're tied
really was.
again.
I got scared for a second for SEN when 3 players were going towards site. One of the
Shout
players
out
from
to
SEN was
Sassy
going
as
back
well.
to A-ramp supporting
Sassy
Tyson
doesn't
there.
get this kill. It's a
To
done
take
round.
control of heaven as that retake was coming in was the factor. That made the biggest difference. And that's just like a split second time.
Musician
He
as
was
well.
so
Thank you so
close.
much, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. 4 gifted, 54 altogether. Thank you very much for that.
That's just so
That's a
tough.
tough round to
Thank you,
lose.
thank you. Chat, you know what to do. I already see the Oiler slugs.
I mean, they had 4 ults.
Get more of them in the chat. Thank you very
and
much,
they
man.
used them all and they didn't
Very
win
generous.
the round. Devastating loss. in
Raid
that
goes
round.
in again.
Another 1-for-1 here.
Sassy for, I don't know. Raise for
The
Sky.
1-for-1 doesn't really add up when you're playing on defense.
Yeah. It is good that they took out the initiator.
Yeah, you
though.
take out
So
Initiator.
no
I think that's
flashes would
worth.
be
Agree.
in this round, at least for info. Of course, you have the Omen flash for Tyson. Oh,
Oh, I thought he was done when he went back into that
1-for-1.
smoke.
great trade.
Is he gonna stick this? Oh, gosh,
Oh,
he's
nicely
sucking.
done from
did
Cryo.
that beautifully.
Wait, what the hell?
Himself.
Did he pull himself to get around the corner faster?
The showstopper connects. Every single domino has fallen
How
in a
was that?
1-for-1 for this round. And it all falls down to 2s now. Bang left alone, cannot convert. Second with 3
Nice
seconds
round
with the
from
lead
Zekin
again.
as well.
EU was in such
And
a
money
good spot
is
right there.
money is
He
wrecked.
could have secured the win by killing John, who had the bomb on the cross, but he whiffed. That's tough.
And again, the way Cryo played that onto 10s was beautiful. But Bang has been left in a lot of these 1vx situations, and he's been steady for the team so far, but those big ones haven't gone his way.
5 on attack. Very, very nice. We know how strong their defense can be.
Now the economy in shambles.
Yeah, and this is
100
about
Thieves.
to... Well,
Yeah,
should
just
be
a stinger
6.
for Bang.
Seen crazier things, I guess.
And you know, honestly,
Big
as
Joe.
much as we've talked about it, the approach hasn't really changed a ton
Oh,
for Sentinels.
just running at him.
They continue
Nice
to
kill
1-3-1,
over towards
they
A.
continue to allow John to drop those cages and then suggest that they're trying to take
Sil-
space A.
Silas, sorry, Silas 42 with the 5
John is
gifted as
so
well.
good
Thank you,
at what he
thank you.
does on that A side of the map.
Wait, Arch, you did some as well? Oh yeah, Arch with a gifted as well. Sorry, bro, I missed that one. Silas, thank you so much for doing that.
Across, but the nade is good. Bang falls. Oh, big from
Oh.
Ohio. That's 2. You wouldn't expect 4 HP.
Let me see if we can get another, and then I'll talk about the gifted. Okay, thank you, thank you.
Left alone.
Musician with
To his own
4.
devices with the sheriff
Arch with gifted.
to try to win out 1v3
Boris
to jam his
Johnson
face.
Gaming. The hell?
Tries to tuck
And then
behind it.
Stylus, thank you so much for
All
doing that. Your
three
first
of them
gifted
are
as well,
playing
bro.
very
Thank you
side,
for
bro.
doing that,
That's
man.
a bad-
Really do appreciate it. Good amount of oiler slugs as well.
This would be insane.
Stylus, thank you for the support, mate.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a nice attempt.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much of an ask.
Again,
Yeah,
if you
I
got
like the
gifted a
approach
sub,
from
make sure you say thank you.
You know, showing all that mid control like they did in the previous anti-eco. This time, wary of there being a trap there. So they go back and just hit B. And I think hitting B on anti-eco rounds is
Yeah, I
pretty
was worried
efficient.
for a little
You
bit,
can
but I
clear
went
out
for
a
it.
lot of the close
Thank
angles
you
with
so much,
utility
man.
and not have to worry about it. Zek can getting free entries into the site.
A 2-round
It
lead.
was 6 rounds, and
Sentinels.
Sentinels change
got
it
the
up. Are
secret
they
from
just
Saucy
going
work
for
with here, too.
straight
Here's
up
the change of
A
pace.
hit, or?
They're ready for it. This is fast, but you're absolutely right.
Where's the nade?
Yeah, no
There was no
nade on
follow-up.
top of this
Sentinels
one, but he
passed it
did
anyway.
dodge the tether anyway. Oh,
Confirming present.
oh, lovely movement.
Dodges it. Oh, they're taking a lot of damage.
Nah, he's not out.
Literally nothing. Ultimately punished at the hands of Austin
The
anyway.
fact he dodged all of that and had like 88 HP and 26 armor is ridiculous, by the way.
Meanwhile, while all of that erupts, on A, we see a fight made go
Yo.
the way of Bang.
Very nicely done from Asuna going aggro.
Nelsis and Saucy fall.
The actual
an
movement and
outrageous start
mechanics
to that
there
round.
was
The
so
utility
impressive
100
from
Thieves, that's what I was
Zakan.
talking about. The trap plays that they have different
Yeah,
layers
100
to
Thieves,
them. So even
it
if
feels
the
like they've
first
been
layer
waiting
didn't
for this
work,
the
it's
whole
other
time,
layer,
though. They've
right?
been
They
starting
didn't
two
commit to
towards
that.
heaven
Now you have
majority
the
of the
rocket.
game.
Then you have Boostio throwing the molly behind on that ramp area. I mean, that must be a lineup. That was sick.
I still don't know
And
where
with the
that.
awareness to hold mid.
I still don't know where that rocket went.
Zakan just jumped past it
Just vanished.
last
Wait,
second.
they go for it again, but this time they go in sight. Is
Last
this
round of
this
the
the
half.
straight up Skydog into sight here?
An ult for Cryo.
They got a
but
few
that's it.
variations of this. They actually have 2 variations. They got Cage,
And this is
and
very
TP
different
to
from the
heaven, and
1v1
then they
we've
just
seen
got
a lot.
normal sight hit there. They
This time
follow
it's
the
a
dog,
fast hit A. No attempt to take heaven.
and it's just the normal one.
Just trying to go through main. Play behind all the walls. They have to play with the smokes. And that's enough.
Yeah, that was a great read from John. Understanding that the A trap was there the last round. Not many teams like to do a back-to-back trap in the same spot.
Astra ult for
good reason
retake.
as well.
And that locks
How
off
do
2 of
teams
them.
approach this retake?
Delsis has 1 molly to help his team.
divide.
Sassy gets a kill, Tens has a flash to help his team
apart.
also. Sassy gets
Saucy gets
another.
2 big ones.
Whoa.
Freeze as you see crosshairs
Whoa.
fly across the screen. John gets 2.
Whoa.
Ult invested. Delsis gets
7?
last.
Oh man, that's way too many. 7 is way too many. 100 Thieves on pistol as well. Hey, right?
And then others
Yeah,
have been very
dudes.
messy.
5 on defense,
That was a
and you
nice
1
post
pistol.
line from Sentinels just
Don't know how
playing
Sassy
in.
got 2, I
They
don't know how
understood
John
that
got
that
2.
Astra wall was going to block
A
off
jerk
A
with the
ramp
prime as well.
and
Thank
A
you for the
main.
11 months. Thank you so much.
You can take a look at it again.
Nice shot.
Yeah, Saucy had a massive round.
Oh my
that
God,
second kill was
Saucy.
crazy. It was a great start for Sentinels, and on the other side for 100 Thieves, we actually spoke to Boostio earlier to get his thoughts about Sentinels and what he thought leading into this match. Take a listen.
I think the biggest threat is definitely, if you just look at it, Zakan. The kid is incredible. He's just dropping unreal numbers every match. But I think if I couldn't choose Zakan just because he's the duelist, I'd say Tens. I think Tens is also back to like his X factor. Like he's playing smokes, but you know some maps he's dropping like 260 ACS. He's getting a lot of first bloods. He's doing a lot for the team that might get like not shown as much just because he's on the smokes role now. But if he was doing this on Duelist like he was in 2021, like everyone would be freaking out. So I think he's back in form, and I think he is their X factor. So if we can shut him down, it'd probably work out pretty good for us.
I mean, it's been competitive up until this point, right? It's always such a treat to be able to listen and pick the brains of a guy like Boostio and get his thoughts on Zekken and Tens and how valuable they are to their team.
The problem is like, yeah, you can shut down Tens, but then you have to deal with Zekken, then you have to deal with Zelsis. Then Saucy's doing what he did in last map, right?
Yeah.
John, the IGL, who has his moments getting 20 bombs in certain halves, specifically on this map as well. It seems like defense for John on this map, he has a field day against a lot
Not
of
this
teams.
again.
I mean, we got to give the people what they want, right? You got to give them the turtle. We'll see how it plays out. I think the big takeaway so far, Dre, if I may, is 100 Thieves continue to push Sentinels in ways that we may not necessarily expect. I think coming off of a Masters win.
What's the title? The title
Yes, you know, John just getting in and kind of how that dynamic plays
spawn.
out. I think
Huge one.
there are some people who may have expected Sentinels to just kind of run away with this, to really
show
roll
it.
100 Thieves, but they've
This
shown
guy.
a lot that's been impressive. And there you go.
Yeah, they've had really good ideas in both maps so far. It's just not enough in these halves.
In terms of overall pistols, 2-1. This map 1-0.
We'll see if it's enough to close this thing out. Now that they're on the attack side, a 1-3-1, very similar, very reminiscent to what we saw Sentinels do.
And this time, if 100 Thieves were to go B, you have the Omen Flash here.
Yeah, with the cam for
Waiting
contact.
for anything aggro.
The tough thing is,
Bro, both the attacker
they're so
pistols are
concerned
super
about the space
patient.
that's been lost. They're gonna hear the dog. In a lot of ways, as you look at the mini-map, you see there's like concern and paranoia from both teams on what's happening A main. Did you take it? No. Did you take it? I don't have it.
This flash should get the info that
Yeah,
there
that
is a
flash
lurk
gets
on
the
it.
info
They
though,
don't
so
know
the
how many, though.
over-rotate that might have happened towards B no longer
missed.
happens. Free sight on this one, but they
Saucy
have the
dancing
trip,
around
so
the
they know that no
utility,
one's come over
looking for the
towards
right
close
time to
heaven yet.
strike.
And
Here's
this
the-
trip honestly might
the
give them
classic
way more
Sentinels.
confidence to hit sight in terms of 4 people.
Pistol
We'll see if
defense,
they
just
kind of
playing a
exchange.
retake.
Where did the plant
It's
go
going to
down?
be coordinated. It's going to be nice. What can 100 Thieves do to disrupt this? There's the nade to clear hell.
They
The
plant on
flash
sight.
out.
Oh, he jumps into the nade.
5 pieces of utility
John
used
gets 2.
in an attempt to retake that.
John kills both on sight. Oh man.
Snappy with it.
It's
Yeah,
surgical.
That's probably it, man.
It's
That
beautiful.
really is. 1-1 in terms
And
of
you
this
saw
map.
it.
1-3
100 Thieves'
overall
game plan there was
pistols
to
to
basically
Sentinels.
retake the retake. But the
John
timing was
gets
just
both
off.
on
Yes,
sight.
he ended up jumping into hell into the.
I think there was no
into the
util with
nade
it,
as
right?
soon as it was blooming.
Or was there a
That's
sky
rough.
flash? Oh, okay. To be fair,
And
there was
I
a
think
molly on them and a
even
flash.
just looking at the kill feed and seeing how many people get assists and how many assists take place when you see these kills come through on the retake is really indicative of how they play it out, right? Everybody gets involved.
It's tough. I mean, you know what's coming, but
You can't
what can
stop
you
it.
do about it? Sometimes utility is just too good. And the pace of how Sentinels go together on the retakes to get trades. It's just on point. Whoa.
A lot of mid-presence here. Zelsis spam not connecting, takes a step back though.
While this
Saucy got
happens,
info on
Skydog spots
Bang
this
on
one
the
out
slurp.
over towards A.
So maybe just jiggling in this corner, trying to see if he can punish him if he walks up. Oh, I think Boostio saw Jordan here.
May have. And if there was any doubts, it's confirmed now. The one place that they haven't really gotten any info is B. And I think by what they've seen so far, they've been able to deduce there's a whole lot of action
What a good cage.
coming mid.
Yeah, the cage saved him.
That cage was perfect. You're
Cage
absolutely
was
right.
sick.
No charges left.
With that mid control, Second understands he has to fall back here. Maybe he's going to try to get in his sight.
Yeah,
And this is the
Sassy
perfect
towards
spot for a
sight.
Sky to be.
And honestly, Tens is too far away to give him an Omen smoke for a little bit.
They've
So
already gotten past some of the util.
30 seconds
EU
left.
playing on side, dropping Sassy.
Planted.
They got the spike down. That's
The timing.
there is a guy in spawn next to him.
Bang sticks a barrel of the sheriff into the ear of John QT. Tries to survive the spam. Tuck around the corner. Upgrades a weapon to one.
The shot from Tens to secure this nearly got crazy with the person getting the timing over towards
And
spawn
he
here.
almost made it happen. That
It was
I like
it
how
was
he took
decent
his
damage
time
in the
on
equal.
that last kill. A lot of players would just sit there and spam, and the bullets would not connect. Showing some poise, but a 9-5 scoreline right now.
Enfist, thank you for the raid, mate. Appreciate it.
You take a look
Hope
at that
stream was
again.
good. Thank you, thank you.
think this is really where things start. This is where if you're 100 Thieves and you are going to attempt to come back, it really has to convert here. You can't afford to lose this round.
Yeah, but in that eco round, what they did was they were trying to feel the defense out of Sentinels, and they got to understand how the players rotated, what the setup
bonus is not great
onto the actual site once they took mid control. So I'm wondering if we see a punish here on Sentinels.
They don't have much of a buy.
Yeah, they don't have anything of a buy.
Guardian for 10.
One of the worst bonuses we've seen
It's
today.
the only rifle really to speak
Guide
of.
dog goes out, clears all A. They clears all A. Just
Saucy
clears to the
dogging out
corner of A.
earlier in this, but mid control gathered from 100 Thieves.
You see the setup too is so nice. As soon as the cam gets info,
So but they might
Zelsis
think
has
that
a
they've
better
broken all the
understanding of what's
info
waiting
over
on the other
towards
side.
B. And actually there's a trip here that
Trip
gives
there
them
protecting
info, which
two.
means
This
they
is
can
really
keep the
aggressive.
stack towards A.
That was way too much for Bang to deal with. The question is, what do they do with that weapon? It seems like, yeah, Tense is going to get the Phantom. The Guardian goes in the hands of Saucy. Meanwhile, the rest of the hit is B.
He's just spraying and praying, trying to get any chip damage he can. And John's just going to give.
Again, this bonus would be huge if they can pull this off. Boostio's weak.
You did good.
They've
keep
gotten
an
one
eye on
step
this.
closer.
Arcee's pushed
not
all
look
the
like
way
there's
through
any
A
challenge
after
ready
getting the
back to
kill
win
over
it. So he
towards
gets
B
the spike
main.
down.
Cryo in charge of holding it, but
Look at this right here on the minimap. Sachi on the flank. When does he take his timing?
bro,
They've
no
got
one
him
looking at
surrounded,
it.
they've got him
They
corralled and
smoked it
controlled.
off to make it look like he's not coming from
B
here.
playing anti, Zekin satcheling out.
I think no one else
Ultimately
needs to
falls,
play here. I think you just wait for
but
Sassy.
confirming there's someone hell. Meanwhile, again, the smoke keeping Saucy back.
Oh, Boostio's looking though. He's so aware.
He knows, but he was weak. He falls. A 2v2 now.
A lovely wraparound
Cryo's
from
so
Cryo. Low
weak.
HP.
Oh my
Nice
God. It's
shot,
clean.
dude. What the?
Saucy left alone. Can he pull this off? He's gotten it down to 1. Switches weapons. Time is short. Does he have a smoke? Cryo's gonna clutch it out.
Really
100
good
Thieves gets a
damage
6.
considering the bonus, considering the
Costly,
buy.
very, very close.
Happy with that.
Saucy maybe taking a little bit too much time there on the flank. But it's tough. You know, somebody could have been in B main that whole time. He was waiting for his team to make contact first and then proceeding to go forward.
Right.
And I think 100 Thieves did a really good job of, again, not allowing the retake to fully come through with the utility and disrupting it. They pushed into CT. That allowed Cryo to flank and secure the round win. But that was costly.
We got one person that can buy next if they lose the round, and that's bang.
Bulldog for
Everyone
Bang,
else,
Guardian for Boostio.
Yeah.
fully wrecked. So if 100 Thieves want to do it, it is this round here.
Early mid default again.
Smoke towards middle. This time we mix it up and have the trip here. Combo over towards vents. No one there. Asana knows the
Trying to
trips
clear out
here,
that
but
trip.
it's just
I
so
think they
hard.
heard
He's
it
gonna have to use his
placed
satchel.
earlier
I think so too.
Wait.
Around, and they finally
he
break
did.
it with the satchel.
Yeah, yeah. I looked over. I thought he
leaves
didn't. Thought he didn't have one.
Asuna with no utility and bang gets
Peek
caught
before the
out.
dog.
Again in A
Double
main.
info as
What's
well.
important here is the timing of what happened. The last few rounds, Saucy has been using that dog just to get the info. This time, Zekin peeking behind it, punishing
He
Bang.
always plays there. Smoke goes in. Does he want to use his molly once he hears any
The
util?
4 remaining members of 100 Thieves right now is on smoke. And Zekin pounces at just the right time. The rocket just a
Yeah,
little
just plays
short,
it
not
safe
connecting.
though. Doesn't
It's
want to
insane.
overextend.
And remember what I said that Asuna should have done on their defense. Zekin just did it. Gets the kill in A main, rotates all the way back into B heaven.
3 people on the
Gets another
site.
one.
Now playing down low.
Lovely bait,
Looking to
and
see if
John
there's
just
any
is good
heavy.
for
Oh,
at least
too
one.
good.
Spike down B.
I-
One
It's
enemy
too
remaining.
good.
You wouldn't believe it. He just landed yesterday.
That's
Between John QT and
very,
Zekin,
very good.
they're running away with this thing. Sentinels up to 10.
Yeah, and then they got an eco, give them
Again.
11.
The
And on their better side.
On the B site, you have a guy in hell, a guy playing pillar, and a guy back site. Everyone can swing off of one another.
Dude, that's such a tough. I think you're right. It was Zekin pushing behind the dog.
Yeah.
That was just too much for Bang. But
It's just a hard read play, and that's Sachi telling Zekin, yo, this guy's been walking up after the dog.
Yeah.
So even if he doesn't break it, just take the line and hold for him. And he gets the kill, instantly rotates to be heaven with the rocket for
Oh,
the
they
speed up.
force. They force
time you see
into
an
it, so
adjustment to
it's,
the call,
yeah,
1-3-1.
it's all in basically.
has been set aside for now. As it seemed like they want to go a
Take
little
over
bit faster
towards
with
middle.
the Nightfall.
Everyone stack
And the
over
Prowlers are trying
towards
to get
B.
Saucy.
How's he got that kill? Tens enables reposition.
How much
Nicely
work
done
can they
from
do as
Bang.
Bang opens up the site, but Zelsis is there. Celsius with 3.
Yeah, big cleanup and they're down and they used their only ult into it as well. And what, do they just force again and hope?
I feel like sometimes Celsius is surprised by himself. I see his own reaction to his own plays.
That's
And even
so
he's
funny.
like, oh my gosh. It's just easy for him sometimes.
These two right here.
Yeah, they just play off each other so well.
And look at him, he looks surprised. Okay, I'll take what I can get. And this is Sentinel's best map for a reason.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And again, they're starting to pull away with it, man.
yeah. You might think you have the one up on them.
Starting to,
You
they're
might have a good half
fully
against them, but
ahead.
they always seem to close it out on this map. And yeah, like we talked about how in Madrid there was some shakiness in it, but they're so good at this map. They have so many reps on it that they can make adaptations like that and win. They're such a good team. That's why they're champions. The team to beat. 100 Thieves, you know, they looked really decent on the defensive side, but I'm not seeing too much value out of this Gecko pick in general, besides from that one trap play with the Molly. I feel like a lot of the utility has been broken by Sentinels, and when you have people that, you know, play aim labs the way Tens does, sometimes that Gecko flash doesn't really get much value at all.
Just one round one this half for 100 Thieves.
They are
That's just
kind of
so
accepting
tough.
that this is going to be 12.
And again, that
And it was close too. It wasn't like
There's
it
a
was
lot
like
of ults to make
right,
this
it
one
was
doable.
yep.
They don't fully invest, save some
You're
money.
absolutely right. And again, for 100 Thieves, that previous round was a different look.
100 Thieves very on
They
top of
moved
the fact
away
that
from
they
the
might go
1-3-1 'cause
do
that
something
wasn't working. They
aggro
tried to hard hit B
after
with
they did the
Nightfall.
timeout.
That
It's at least a
didn't
good
work either.
sign.
This is something new. Early mid aggression from 100 Thieves into an A hit. But we have the trips here, and John's just ready for this. He's playing far back into screens. He's just going to spam off the trips. So if these are not broken, it's going to be disaster for 100 Thieves.
That's tough too. Asuna doesn't have.
And this is a one-way cam.
Yeah,
They
they
create
see
pressure
their
over
feet
towards mid in
before.
terms of the vision block, but
Cam is broken.
Guide Dog
There
just
it
cleared
is.
Great
this.
trade, though,
Wait,
from
nice
Bang.
trade.
Asuna falls, and the trips that you were referring to are still up in play.
And there's no nade to break him now, so this is going to be tough to walk into a main here.
Lucio's got the utility ready. Sasi just respects
Yeah,
it.
just
He's
gets
so
out of
good.
there. Did a
Wisely
good amount of
so.
damage though.
He's so good.
They invested the Seekers here.
Oh,
That's a deep hit too.
Wow.
Sasi gets caught
This
by
is weird.
Crash.
This
Ult
is
to
so
stop
good.
the
It's planned for
rotate,
heaven, and they
but
didn't have to go through A main at
there's
all.
3 people in spawn.
Now the defense is kind of trapped. You can't really explore heaven. There's a
And
lot
then
of shot at this here.
Tens
Cryo has a
can
Phantom
smoke for
too.
his team,
Oh,
right?
the timing from Tyson.
Astro Suck goes
That
in,
was
stops
really,
the
I mean,
initial
that was their
defuse,
opportunity. Bang.
and just get back on this. Love, man, John is.
It's beautiful from Sentinels.
I
Yeah, they
spoke
just
about
dealt with
how
it very
this map
well.
is John's playground, and it looks like he got a second win.
6 chances.
Came in tired. Came in through in a last-minute flight.
What was
5
the
a.m.
idea? I don't think they thought there
Yeah,
were
it
that
was
many
business
people
class,
over
of
towards
course, you know,
A.
'cause that's how they roll. But
Like I
you
thought
know,
they thought it was like
still sucks
2-2,
flying like that and having to show up
and then
for
they
a
could
match.
just hold heaven control and then just kill the
Yeah, John looks
defuse.
good. He continues to look good.
Tens, yeah,
Just
really
changes
missed the
his
smoke,
setup.
right?
Now
That's
he's
fine.
on the B side.
It didn't matter too much.
14-9.
A 6 chances to
Second
end it,
second things,
and
just
Literally
2-0,
about to say the
2-0
exact
today.
same thing.
As this Sentinel squad hasn't slowed down.
Timing. All night to sleep.
Here's that mid trip again. Not broken right away this time. Ooh.
First shot not connecting.
It's not broken at all. Did they not hear it this time?
This time it's Tyson. It's Tens, excuse me. You've messed up with my brain. Now I'm calling him Tyson. It's Tens who's here, and he's got Knob holding the line.
Are they ready for this?
Nah, they're not going to be ready for
Goal's
this.
made. He's still here. He still has the line.
He should be dialed in on this. He
When does
heard
I
the
mean, they use
footstep.
flash?
Tyson. Tens. with the up.
Tenzin?
You've destroyed me.
Oh, I feel bad for this team, bro. You're getting wrecked.
The cosmic divide is going to
It's instant reaction in terms of 3 people
this
fast
pace,
taken.
the A-Red
Oh man.
reclear, it's too
Sentinels
fast.
is
For 100 Thieves and that mid chip
And
that
then the
wasn't
trip
broken should
goes
be
to
the
his
nail in
hair.
the coffin.
Johns just killed
A
him.
complete dismantling.
Yeah,
in the
really,
second
really,
half.
really impressive.
Thieves won one round.
Very, very impressive.
Sentinels
Especially on
destroyed.
split, annihilated him.
Absolute cinema.
Yeah.
You are correct.
100 Thieves had to win Icebox, no doubt about it.
Man, do they look good.